Maybe it's been years since you recall making your morning coffee in a flurry of activity, rushing to get out the door to get to work, or ushering your children off to school. It's been a while. Now we have all the time in the world to make our morning coffee. But now we are feeling a little sad, like we've lost all that rushing and having purpose. But are we finished yet? Hi, I'm Sheila and welcome to Possibility Lives Here. I've been away camping for a few weeks and I have a lot of weeds in my garden, so come along with me and we'll talk while I'm looking after my weeds. Let's go. Do you remember all your working years when you met new people? They'd ask you, what do you do? What do you do for a living? And then all of a sudden one day, you were given a cake, maybe a watch, and the question disappeared. Or if it didn't disappear, what disappeared was the way you answered it. Because now things are different. Oh my gosh, this is such a mess. It's what happens when you go away for a long period of time. And you know, it's funny. People think retiring from a job means retiring from purpose. But we retired from a job, not from life. And purpose can be many things. It doesn't have to be an intergalactic mission of epic proportions. No, it can be painting, teaching, walking every morning, learning the birds, volunteering. And you know what? It doesn't have to earn a paycheck. But at the same time, finding purpose pays big dividends. Better physical health, mental well-being. No, retirement doesn't reduce purpose. It actually gives us more freedom to choose how we spend our time. I'm all for that. Maybe we just need to live every day in a meaningful way. You know, not big, like a bird just feeds babies or an oak tree just grows from an acorn. The moon just simply rises. Nothing there is attempting to change the world. When we fill every hour and become so busy, it creates the very stress that we were happy to leave behind. It's not about endless productivity. It's about meaningful living. When we're trying to find our purpose, maybe some questions we could ask ourselves is, what do we do that can make us forget all about the time? Not even look at the clock. Or what is it that people naturally come to us for? Is it for tech stuff? Cooking information? What do people come to us for? Hey, how about this one? What makes you feel alive? When I first started thinking about my retirement, I began planning 2 years in advance. So I began making a list of things that I thought I might like to do in retirement. And I had a pretty extensive list. And when I finally retired, I started to go through the list. A few things had changed in the 2 years since I began the list, and I just stroked them off. And then there were others, and I tried to embrace them, One was volunteering at a marsh, leading groups of tourists. I was acting as an amateur naturalist, and that was fun for a bit, but it was a very long distance to get to that marsh, and it wasn't doing it for me the way I thought it would, so I gave that up. And I tried other various things too, and I found that life just evolved. And when I realized it wasn't about that big thing, I didn't have to change the world, that's when it became easier, and I just fell into a natural rhythm of a way of being. But when I came to realize and think about what was it that people came to me for, I realized that for decades, aside from my career, I was also a fitness instructor for years, and I helped people get healthy. I instructed fitness classes. I did that for years. I've always been interested in fitness. And I realized that even though I explored the thought of maybe going back to the gym and instructing classes again, that just wasn't what I wanted either. I wanted something different. And I found it in a community on Instagram, and I found it here with you, and just being able to share what I've learned over the years, and with the hopes that it will help you in your journey, is my purpose. And it's not my only purpose. I watch birds too. And you know what? If you find the word purpose intimidating, let's redefine it to something that makes tomorrow an exciting prospect. A hiker doesn't wake up in the morning thinking of their purpose. The hiker thinks, where does today's path lead? Day after day, all the steps become something special. In retirement, our roles and our priorities have changed. And you know what? It's okay not to be loyal to one purpose because initially we embraced it, but now it doesn't seem to fit. There's no single correct purpose that lasts forever. And you know what else? Our purpose doesn't arrive in the mail all mapped out for us. It's usually found in the footprints we leave behind us. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, keep saying yes to what makes you feel alive.